Wow, that's got to be the first. Yeah. I timed that very well, didn't I? Just start with literally down to the laptop again. I timed that very well, didn't I? Just start with literally down to the laptop again. Just as it got to about 10 seconds. So, yeah. With a cup of tea, I have to add. I had the cup of tea in my hand. So, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another live stream. We are also back on FS25. No surprise that it's Elmcreek. Quite cool, yeah. Before we continue, a massive thank you to the new subscribers. I believe off the top of my head it was yesterday we had, what was it, 431 off the top of my head. We're now up to 445 at the time of going live. So what's that? 14 new subscribers in less than 24 hours. Yeah. Right. I am going to be coughing during most of this live stream. I can tell before we even start. I'm choked up with hay fever. My asthma's getting worse, and yeah. So let's get started. Let's get. I seriously wish this game would stop doing that. Run us straight into the wall. Setting we all in. We might be standing on the bed. Anyway, I need to turn my phone up a wee bit because I can't actually hear myself talk. That being said, I don't actually want to hear myself talk, but I want to make sure that OBS is actually behaving itself tonight. Yeah. Right, I need to get a mute button for OBS for the mic. Ain't going to be happening anytime soon. I can't afford to. I think most of my keys on the keyboard when I'm playing games are actually linked to other stuff. That being said, the side panel, I could actually do something with it. I need to have a think about that one. So, what have I done since the last live stream? So, I was on here yesterday. If anyone noticed in FarmSim 25, that was trying to send text, and there was a password. That's because I was in putting vehicles in the places. Actually, as it says on the tin, I was in putting equipment in its place. As you can see, quite neatly. Don't know how long it took me, but I was enjoying myself. So, did we have a power washer last time? Probably not, but we now have a power washer. I have double checked the bales that we build do work with the, so that's a bonus. So one new vehicle that I bought is, I don't know if you can work out what it is by the, I am not even sure what that's meant to be. Yeah. Well, you can work out what it is by the logo on the air deflector or the back of the sleeper cab. Here's a scanny, yeah, heavy hauler. Spray, you've seen that. You've seen. I'm toying with the idea regarding the class. I don't know if I'm going to put the class onto the livestock side. I might put Marcy on instead. I don't fully know what's going on with that yet. So let me run around this corner. So this is the in-game Volvo tanker. We have two of these. I have one for water. This one's for the water, and I have a blue one which is for milk. Ties in with the New Hollands over that way. Which I think all three of them are new tractors. I don't think we've done them in the live stream. So what I'm going to do just now is run the water over to the greenhouse, I believe. I think it's the greenhouse that's underneath it. Actually, that being said, I think it's more than one greenhouse. I think the rice one's new as well. So I'll leave that running for the time being. We'll come back to that. Obviously, you've seen the cows. Happy days. So we've got a New Holland TS100. It's about 90 horsepower tractor. So within reason for that better. T6 175. It's a little bit small for the wagon, but we're on the level. It's not as if it's going to be pulling up a hill when it's active. The yards for that. All it needs to do is get from here round to the pit where we can mix the TMR up, bring it back here, in the shed, empty, park up. Happy days. Now, the biggest tractor we have on the farm, because I need it for this behemoth. Yeah, silly tanker might be 350 horsepower. Yeah, just saying. Yeah, so I needed something with a little bit of guts, because it's always going to be pulling it full, it's going to be working out. So we went with 435 horsepower New Holland, as you can see. So also, excuse me, I've moved the hydro pump hydrant from the other side of the solar panels to here. It's okay, you can get past, but it means reversing in to drive out or drive in to reverse out. So yeah, there's that. So let's just very quickly just check on what's going on with the tanker. It's just empty. So I'll take it back round, we'll fill it up, I'll show you one other vehicle we have actually bought. I went back through some nice people for this. Because even though it's demo in front of me, force of habit, guys, isn't it? So leave that filling up, turn it off, you should see the old diesel. So obviously we've got the JCB logo. I didn't know what it was. The implements for the telehandler on this side, along with the loader tractor stuff, shed, silage pit, and bale store that I think we were in during the live stream. Wednesday was it? We'd done it on here. We have the Massey Ferguson telehandler 9407S. That is mainly for doing the livestock side. But yeah, we've got about 4 bales in. So yeah, I brought all 4 of them in using that telehandler. So I'm happy that the grab works properly, the way it's meant to do, the way it would work in real life. Happy days. So a few of the mods that we've got, I think there's 2 mods that are installed at the minute that are ready for an update. I haven't updated anything because I know everything works that's on the map as of just now. And I really want to go live, and yeah. So I did spawn it in. few extra milling, as you can see in the top right. And yeah, oh, one of the other things I done was put lime in the shed here. The reason I've done that is I want a shed to put lime. I'm quite happy having the lime on the ground and making it kind of realistic. Where we have to come into the shed with the telehandler door, scoop up the lime, verse out into the lime spreader, what's the other side of this door. As you can see, dump lime. So, since we're this side of the farm, one of the things I want to do just now, so we can get the bale put away, is bale the straw. Just zoom out. That's better. Also helps if you put gear. Tendency to, it's just this field left. After that, I'll get more. Probably end up carting. Oh, that's another thing. We've got a load of stuff at the dealership that we need to bring back. That was one of the other jobs that I was doing yesterday. So I've got all the fertiliser, I've got pallets, I've got seed, I've got fertiliser for arable side, fertiliser for the silage fields, and the additive also. I think we've got bad blue, from bad blue as well, and IBC of bad blue. So yeah, I've got that to bring over, off-road, and then take the trailer back, reload. There's a cut inside the truck that needs to come back as well. That's got other, I think it's got the seeds in that on it. Wasn't live on Wednesday. I'm sure it was Wednesday that I'd done it. So yeah, found this in the house. So I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to put in this field. I'm probably going to do grass. Not for silage, but for hay. I feel like for hay. So, oh, right. Yeah, so I'll do hay in this field we're currently working in. The rice field behind us, or the paddy field behind us, I will do long grain rice then. And possibly. And the wee field, the wee paddy field over there beside the chickens, I will do the other rice, short grain rice, and it does mean that we have to get 2 new machines. We need to get the rice planter, and we need to get the rice harvester as well. Both of which, you know, I don't mind getting. You know, I want to try them. I haven't tried them before. I've seen, obviously, been watching Dragon's stuff over there during the time the game's been out. I'm miles off my track because I'm concentrating too much on what I'm talking about and not actually. Just grab left. I will need to reverse back to that bale. Spat it out just a little too early. So basically the straw this side isn't as good as the straw from the previous field that we filmed. That's what we're getting at. I feel now it could be because it's not as big of a field as what the other one was, and that's what's making us think that the straw's not as good. Failing that, it could be because we easy devved it and we fertilised it before we harvested. That may have a bit a bearing on bearing. Anyway, an impact on what straw yield we got out of it. And I completely forgot about it. So yeah, that may have something to do with it. There's just one more pass to do. I'm not pulling the bale transport trailer out for the bales in this field ever. There's no point. It's never going to be any more than like 4 bales. No way. I don't mind running over the telehandle and grabbing 2 bales at a time. I don't mind. So we will need to buy bales in. Failing that, I will use easy dev and just spawn bales in. What I'll do is I'll spawn one bale into the easy dev and just ensure that I need 5% straw. Yeah, and just make sure that it's going to work. Yeah, that's annoying. Or 5% something to finish this bale with. Oh dear. And have that over in the other field. So yeah, rip that one. So we've got 2 bales out of that. Technically 3 if you want to be. Yeah. We are going to run out of straw before next year. That's yeah. What we may end up doing is I may end up buying another straw field. Contractor. What I mean by buying another straw field, another field that's got a straw crop or strawable crop in. Yeah, at the minute I want to focus on doing some silage work. Actually, that being said, do we actually have any fields close by that are like a cereal? Because they've not made that of red instead of a pink. Alright, that's handy. You just hover over the field. Hover over the field. And it tells you the information. Nice. So 61 is potatoes. That's not going to help me, is it? 62 is wheat. Well, possible. Wheat is cut off for harvesting wheat. So icon, that's the icon we want. Wheat. Okay. Guess I'll have to go all the way down for wheat then. Yeah, that ain't happening. We ain't getting that done today, I don't think. Because obviously, like I said, I want to go straight on and do silage today. But I was just saying, oats is the only other one I can think of that does. Where's oats gone? Oats again, exactly the same. Yeah, I might have got the rice mixed up. We harvested rice. So I'm taking the long grain rice is the one that we put in with the planter. You know, the sapling planter. So we are going to have to buy in the straw. We ain't getting out of that one. It's going to be a pain, fine, but well, I say a pain, not as much a pain as it's going to be getting the bale in this shed. I think I don't have much of an option but to leave that there. Like I said, it's a pain. Yeah, I'm back to those mouse and keyboard. When anybody says. So, I'm going to throw this tractor. I'll probably use the drop nose for the album size. We're doing the mineral because I don't think. Yeah, because I think class the bigger horsepower. Aye, it's 100 to the livestock side. TMR. So it's getting bucket. I do need to get a bot, but I don't know where to put it. I'm thinking probably put it down here where all my buckets and that are. So it might mean having to shift some stuff about. Like stuff with the telehandler. Which is fine. All I'm going to do is use my super strength. I've had my wheat bricks this morning, guys. If you know, you know. So, let's put that there and just walk sideways, 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 sideways. To there. The Pally Fox. Oh, frankly, the Pally Fox can stay outside. I'm going to bring the telehandler's bucket in because I don't want to get filled with snow when we get snow. The rest of this stuff, you know, can stay outside in snow. Probably need to bring them up, grab in, but that's another problem, another day. So we'll put that down there. I don't need super strength anymore. I do need build mode though. Come on, game. Some point this century would be nice. So, silo. Is it a silo or is it a container? I think it's a container. Right, it's a container you want. So we'll zoom in so we can see the icons. I do wish when you're in build mode the icons would show in a different colour. So that you can actually see them. So I'm just going to press B to be able to plant it where I want it. One should be enough, he says. Yeah, one should be enough. Hit boxes for the win. Mineral feed. So yeah, 36 grand for mineral. Not sure which one of these pits will fill first, to be truthfully honest. I'll probably go with that one because it's close to the bale store. It just makes life a wee bit easier for telehandler. But yeah, once we get going up and down, it might be a case of I end up pumping up a compact telehandler around. either do bales or to do mineral, which is fine because I know the Maxi can lift the bales. The amount of bales that we need per mix, it's not the end of the world. It's all about doing things a wee bit faster than, yeah, we've been doing them. So we'll jump back into the water tanker. We'll go and put water in whichever the greenhouses still require. So they still need water. They could do just be 3,000 litres. They're okay. Are they up? No. So that's it. Once we get the greenhouses fully stocked up, then I'll activate all the greenhouses. Can we actually jump inside? Over. So, if you want to join, and you are wanting to help do stuff, by all means, feel free to join. Don't just join, it needs to be done. Ask before you go and do it. It's courtesy. Okay. Why am I not getting a... That's weird again. Why am I not getting a trigger for the raised? Right, do I need to move the race or something? Right, do I actually have another option for doing the race? No. No, hold on. That is the... So the race has been done. That's been done, okay. Just done. Game. I don't mind when it does stuff like that. I just wish it told you. So, obviously the race is going to be something we need to do every single day. The large greenhouse, we might away not having to do every single day. It might just be as and when it needs to be. Mushrooms, I'm not 100% sure. So, jumping that, we will activate the rice with doing store. The greenhouse. We have the preserved food factory. So let's see what it requires, what it will take. Chili peppers. I wish it told you what the recipes were. Canned beans, peas even. Peas. So that's cabbage. So we need cabbage. Cabbage. Right, so it's just cabbage we need on top of strawberries, I believe. I'm in two minds whether just to do lettuce as well. So I'm going to do lettuce, but the lettuce we're going to sell. So we'll do the cabbage. We'll get cabbage doing distribution automatically. Same with the straws. Mushrooms. yeah, mushrooms will just have store. Like, yeah, it's not a hard job to put them on a trail and put them round, punt them round to the other side. Kimchi we will activate and we'll have a store room. Unless I deactivate that at the minute. No, hold on, we need garlic, spring onion, and chili peppers. I'm glad I noticed that. So let's go back to greenhouse, garlic, onion, chili. So activate that, change to distribute, activate, distribute, celery and spring onion. G, spring onion. So that's us, I think, on top of everything now. I think. Don't quote me on that one yet, but anyway, we'll get in there. So the other thing we can do is the rice. Now, I'm not sure what rice we've got in stock. Well, it's the long grain rice or rice. One or the other, it makes no difference. We'll share between doing the boxes and doing the rice rolls for that one. So that's not a problem with that. The bakery, obviously, the strawberries will fill that up. Once that's full, we can then start selling strawberries. It's not a problem because I don't think we're going to have the eggs and the sugar anytime soon. But I want to make sure we've got the strawberries there just in case. We don't have any milk as of just now, so that's fine. Again, anything we can't do there, we'll do it at the dairy. It might mean that we buy another cattle shed for our small dairy. That's fine. I don't mind. The grain mill, we've got rice. I don't think we will do rice flour this year because I want to try something different. Grapes we don't have yet, but we've obviously got that oil mill. We've got canola OSR, so we'll get it going. We'll get oil. So yeah, that's pretty much where we stand at the minute. Is I'm just going to leave this sitting here, not literally there, because that's no problem. I'm just going to reverse it in there and hope for the best. It's out of the way within reason. So what was I do? What do I need? What do I need? What do I need? Yeah, we need one of these trailers. So we'll get the production side going and then we'll get into the field. Where's the snow Marcy? It's a nice wee job for this wee machine. It's probably a job we could do with a bigger machine. Yeah. Oh, a smaller trailer for this tractor. I'm using mouse and keyboard. Yeah. Getting in and out of there with these trails at the minute is going to be tight. Hence the reason using this. I could get another one of those car trailers with high sides and use it for moving grain about productions. might be an idea. But considering what we're actually doing at this point in time, it makes no difference. You see, the only reason I've put that up is just to make life a wee easier to reverse back. Because you'd never do that in real life. You'd raise it up so you can see what you're doing. Put it back down once you get into the spot. So we don't have wheat. We don't have that. What? Sorry, but we harvested grain. We harvested rice. And it's not in any of my silos. What the fuck? Game. Have we just found a bug in this map? We had grain. So what I might end up doing is fencing around this. Because I don't. Yeah, rip that one. So I don't know what to find the water thing from, but anyway, I wish you could sell stuff. Since it's not actually going to let me sell that, I am, for the time being, until I get the hide mod. Right, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bounce out the game. And I'm going to install the hide mod because I'm going to hide that silo because I think that's the only way that we can delete that. I'm then going to spawn in a load of it into a new silo. We'll come back out the game and go back in and make sure that the grain's in that silo, if that makes sense. C for search, because why would it be anything else? Hide. Right. Map object hider. So that's it downloaded. I don't think there's anything else at this point. Right, we are back. OBS is doing my head in. It's away again. Right. We'll see how it goes. I might end up having to stop the stream early and give OBS a boot up its rear end big time. Because it's not fair on you guys. Come on, OBS. YouTube. I will go into YouTube and see what the feed is. Studio. Taste my body patience. Okay, go on by YouTube. We don't. Right, go on by YouTube. There's no data. Thanks, OBS. Right. I know I'm talking. I don't know if you guys can actually hear me. So I said I don't know if any of you can hear me. If you can hear me, can you let me know that you can hear me, please? If not, I think we'll have to bounce OBS in for this one because I'm gonna have to do a force update. So at this point in time, I'm going to hide or try and hide silo. There we go. No jank anymore. Right. Right. Oh, it's about it again. Right. What I'm gonna, guys, I'm gonna save the game. I'm gonna come out here and I'm going to just bounce the live stream completely. I will be back probably